Hey, what's up, guys? This is Joe. Just doing the top 50 baseball cards. We're going to do number 25 to number 1. I'm going to lead off with this Mike Trout rookie. This is from 2011 Topps Update, and it got a 9 out of 10. Also, just want to clarify that in the previous video I said that he was going for another MVP. He actually doesn't have any MVPs. He came in second twice to Miguel Cabrera, but I'm sure he'll have one before his career is over, or many, I should say. Next up is this Del Rice from 1952 Topps, graded a 6 out of 10. I thought that this card might actually get a lower grade, but I'll take a 6. But maybe it'll get a 4 out of 5, but pretty nice looking card. Next one is the great one, Mariano Rivera. This is his rookie card from 1992 Bauman, and almost looks like he's in Panama here. The thing that I find fascinating about Mariano is at the age of 19, he jumped off he was a fisherman, and he jumped off a boat that had capsized. And it was a failed fisherman, and it's just amazing to me that, at 19, he wasn't even thinking about baseball. And to have the career that he had, it's just amazing to think how late he started the baseball game. Next up is this Duke Snider. This is a 56 Topps Duke Snider. His real name is Edwin, just a fun fact, and playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and got a 5.5 out of 10 on this Duke Snider card. Next up, number 21 on my list is this Michael Wacha. Really good player for the Cardinals. This is actually numbered to 75. It's the chocolate version from the Bauman Sterling 2013. Number 20 is this Robin Roberts card. Really good looking card, graded a 7. One thing I've learned with the baseball cards these days is it's all about the grade, and this one's graded a 7. If you look at it, it's really, I wouldn't be surprised it even got a higher grade than a 7, because it seems perfectly centered. The corners are really nice. So anyway, that's number 7. Number 20 on my list. Number 19 on my list is this Aroldis Chapman tribute. I actually pulled this from a pack. It even still has the sticker on there. It's numbered 4 out of 25. It's the gold version of the tribute set. Number 18 is this Paul Goldschmidt rookie auto. Graded a 9, auto 10. To me, this is one of the most underrated players in baseball right now, just destroying it over in Arizona. But he finally got selected to an All-Star game, so I'm glad to see that. But he's a really nice player that's sort of on the rise right now. Next up is this Bob Swift, 1952 Topps. And you can see here it got a 5.5. He was a catcher. Just want to show you guys real quick. This is a picture of Bob Swift. He's actually the catcher in this famous photograph of Eddie Goodell, who came in and 4-pitch walk, sort of a gimmick, but that's him in that catcher position there, and I thought that was really cool. It's just sort of a fun fact on this particular baseball card. Next up is the iconic baseball card, is the 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. You can't really have a collection without this Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Obviously you can, but this is a really nice looking card, one of my favorites. And then I have another one of this, not as well centered as this one, but and then I have another one as part of a set, but this is the one that I got graded, and I got a grade of a 9. Next up is number 15 on my list, and it's the Rickey Henderson rookie card, the stolen base leader, another good-looking card. Number 14 is this Carlton Fisk rookie from 1972 Topps. Got graded a 7.5 out of 10. Next up is this George Brett 75 Topps card, graded a 7 out of 10. For some reason, every time I think of George Brett, I think of that pine tar incident, and it's unfortunate that that's sort of how he's remembered. But because he was a great third baseman, but and a Hall of Famer for that matter. But I can understand where he was coming from on that. That was kind of a silly ruling, silly rule, I should say. The pine tar on the bat. So anyway, that's graded a 7. And number 12 on my list is this Hank Aaron. Fun fact about this baseball card is that that sliding into home is actually Willie Mays. That is not Hank Aaron. And then right next to his hand there is like a big cut in the middle of the card. Besides that, this card is really, really nice, but that cut, to be honest with you, I didn't even notice it when I bought it. I didn't notice it until later, and I wonder why the guy gave me such a good deal on it, and it's because of that on the surface there. So just be careful when you're buying baseball cards that you look at every little detail. Number 11 is this Ted Williams from 55 Topps, graded a 3.5 out of 10. Used to be my best baseball card, but obviously it's way off center, and I'm not surprised by the grade at all. 3.5. That brings me to my top 10. So number 10 is this Steven Strasburg rookie auto. The interesting thing about this is I actually pulled a redemption from 2010 Bauman Sterling and submitted it about 2 years ago. Year later goes by and I still haven't received the card. I call Topps, ask, and they basically tell me, oh, sorry, there's no more cards available. So then I ask for a replacement card. 2 months go by, I still haven't gotten the replacement card. And finally, I had to call back again, and they send me this. So I have to be honest with you, I'm kind of happy with this card, but very frustrated with Topps that they, put me through this whole rigmarole. From what I hear on the internet, it's a common thing. So, but you know what? I'm happy with this because this is actually numbered to 500, and it actually holds a little more value than the Bauman Sterling base auto. Next up is this beautiful 1950 Bauman Ted Gray card. Old card from 1950 Bauman. It's just one of my favorites just because of just how beautiful it is. I might have to pick up another card that looks like this if I can't afford it. Number 8 is this Al Rosen, another card that's graded an 8. It's rare to sort of see cards that are this old graded this high, which is why they're so valuable. It's all about grading these days. Like I said, it's funny to think that I have this card ranked higher than Ted Williams from the same set. And the main reason is that this is graded an 8 and the Ted Williams is graded a 3.5. So if you're wondering why I would have this higher than Ted Williams, I mean, Al Rosen was a good player, but he was no Ted Williams. Next up is Warren Spahn from this 1953 Bauman color set. And this was graded a 5.5. I've had this in my collection for a really long time, and I really like it. Warren Spahn, one of the greatest players ever and a Hall of Famer. Number 6 is this Yogi Berra from 1956 Topps. Again, I picked this up recently and submitted it and got a 7. And I think I did very well with this particular purchase because 7 is a great grading, and for the price that I paid, it was a great investment. But Yogi Berra, one of the great Hall of Fame catchers for the Yankees, and brings us to number 5, and this is the 73 Topps Mike Schmidt rookie, and I don't know. I think Mike Schmidt is the greatest third baseman that has ever played the game. You could argue, it could be Chipper Jones, Brooks Robinson, George Brett even, but I'm going to say Mike Schmidt is the greatest third baseman ever. So, and this is a beautiful looking card, and coming in at number 5 on my list. Number 4 is my only Gem Mint 10. Like I said, I submitted 40 cards to Beckett. 20 of them were vintage, so I didn't expect any of them to come back at 10. This was the one card that did come back at 10, and as of right now, I looked on the population report for Beckett, and this is the only Gem Mint 10 from 2010 Bauman Sterling for Buster Posey. So right now it's a 1 of 1, so it's a really nice looking card. Really, really love this card, and it looks like it got a 10 on everything besides edges. which I totally disagree. It should have been a 10. Next up, number 3 on my list is Tom Morgan. And I'm sure you're probably wondering why I would have a guy named Tom Morgan that you probably never heard of as my number 3 card. And the reason for it is that it's a high-numbered card. It's number 321. It's also a Yankee. It's also a rookie. These are short print. The legend has it that the 1952 Topps, again, was the first set that Topps, it was their inaugural set. And they actually, from the legend has it that they dumped the last series set. They couldn't sell them, and they ended up dumping those cards into the ocean. So it's hard to believe that they would dump those cards into the ocean, but they couldn't sell them, so they just figured they'd get rid of them. And because of that reason, there are very few high-numbered cards available from 1952 Topps, and this one's graded a 5.5, and a beautiful card. And number 2 is this Mickey Mantle from 64 Topps. Absolutely beautiful card from the 64 Topps set. If anything, I guess you could say it's a little off-center, but besides that, it's a beautiful, beautiful card from the 64 Topps set. And I'll probably get this graded eventually. And Mickey Mantle is an amazing Hall of Famer. And number 1 is this Joe DiMaggio 1939 play ball, graded by PSA as a 5.5. I think what I love about this card is the centering is just beautiful. And just absolutely love this card. He has a 38 Gaudy. That's considered to be his rookie. But there's also a 1936, I think it's like gum collector or something like that. You might call that the rookie. This is his first play ball card. So you could also call this a rookie card in a way, but it is 1939 play ball, so it's I don't know. What I love about this card is the centering on it. It's just beautifully centered. A great picture of Joe DiMaggio. I don't really like the 38 Gaudy. I could see some people loving it, but I'm not a big fan of it. So anyway, that's it. That's the number 1 card in and I just, again, want to say that these cards are not for trade or sale. Just wanted to show you guys my collection and show you what my top cards were. Looking to add to this collection all the time. So, I'll probably be posting more videos if, people have comments or likes. That'll probably add fuel to the fire to do more of these videos. So please comment, ask questions. Like I said, I've learned a lot of things, over the last 4 or 5 years of collecting and made a ton of mistakes. But anyway, that's it. And, let me know if you have any questions. And thanks again. Bye.